Hello folks, welcome along to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet. This is the ABC Journeyman, the FM23 save that you want to keep up with. We almost got promoted with club number 8, Bristol Rovers, in the last season, which would have opened up all the Fs, but we didn't quite get it done. We completely outplayed Burton over 2 legs and just didn't score a goal. Fairly disappointing in the end. So we've been trying to think how to put that right, and we've made some transfers. I don't think we've quite got it right yet, but we're still in the transfer market, and hopefully this new season in League One, starting out against Birmingham, will be a really positive one. Let's go and find out. Right folks, yeah, it's a fun one. We've made some transfers. I didn't really get the players coming up that I wanted to, and we are kind of reliant on players that were here last season. So we did well last season, but I think we should be better than we are. Let's go and have a look at the transfers in. Well, 3 major signings towards the end of the season. Obviously, Danny Barjones has joined us again. Hopefully this time he will make his mark on the club. He's been with me virtually everywhere we've been since we were at Barlow, Bashley or somewhere. We were never at Barlow. He's not the greatest player in the world, but I really believe in him. No one else does, but I believe in him. And the really important thing here, you'll see that we sold Sammy Vidal. He went for 1.5 million, rising to £3 million. Huge signing, huge sale, but we got a loan back deal. We're not paying any money. We're loaning him back from Luton. And yeah, we got a £15 million player there. We also got some, I think, a 30% sell-on fee, so we could get some real good money from this player. So really, if we're going to get promoted, we need to do it this season because we've got Sammy Vidal. After that, we won't have him. The other signing was another signing for money. Most amount we've spent. Shamrock Rovers for Aidan McGinley, £72,000. Let's have a look at this guy. So he is well, he's not really a centre-back so much, but he can play on either side. He's pretty fast, defensively very solid, sort of defensive right or left back, but can play in that central position. He's got really good jumping reach, but not great heading, marking, tackling, all good. 3.5 stars is what our players, our coaching staff think, so I'm pretty happy. The other players in, we've added to our goalkeeper. We had a terrible second choice goalkeeper last season. Danny Deary's come in, and you can see him here. He's an exciting young player. He's 21 years old, time to develop. We'll give him some time between the sticks, and I think he looks all right, but he's certainly infinitely better than what we had before. Rui Papril is a player that we've got on loan, and he's on loan from Sheffield United. We're paying a little bit of money for him, but not a lot, but he's going to give us a lot of options down the right side. He can also play in behind the midfield, and he's got he can tackle, he's got reasonable technique, but he's also got really good passing, so I think he could be a real quality player. Graham Hill, solid left back option. Like the looks of this guy. He's very fast. Marking maybe could be a bit better. He's a small guy, but, well, he's not small actually. He's massive, but he can't head the ball yet again. 4 heading, but jumping reach of 15. That's madness. Crossing is okay, so I'm pretty happy with his signing. On loan this time from Portsmouth. Jordan Povey is to add a little bit more strength up front. My thought with him is that he's going to be the deep line forward. Play him there. He's not got the great finishing, and we are looking for someone who can finish the ball off. I think he looks a fairly solid player, but I think certainly there are better players out there. And another player who's a lot quicker. He's going to be a pacey winger essentially. Can play on the left side, and so he's a great option on the left side. So I'm kind of excited by him. Don't really know how he's going to do. The other player who's gone is Dean McKenzie. Not really too worried about that. He was a decent player in the centre. We've got a bit of money for him from Hartlepool. So how's it going to go this season? I'm not sure. Let's have a look at the pre-season. We've not played a lot of games, but we've won 2, lost 1, all away from home, so it's hard to know what to expect. We're in the transfer market for a striker. as you can see, we are lacking that striker really. We've still got Fogg here, who was the absolute disaster last season, couldn't score if his life depended on him. We've got a number of players who can play up top, but I'm not sure any of them are going to be good strikers or prolific strikers. So what we are doing is we're looking at young strikers from Premier League clubs. At the minute, the Premier League clubs want quite a lot of money for each of those players. So as I remember, if you wait kind of up until the deadline, you can get them quite cheap, and sometimes they don't want any money at all. So that's what we're going to try and do. It's a bit of a risky one, but if we get a really good striker to go alongside one of these other guys, that might make the big difference, and that might give us the impetus, because I think everything else is there, with the exception of probably a really good ball-winning midfielder. I think we've got the rest of it, and we might look for that as well in the same sort of scenario. We've got a lot of room in our wage budget. The unfortunate thing is we are quite close to the wage cap for the league, which I did not know about. So that's causing some problems. So I've people like Ant, Beckley, Pinnock, who I've signed in for a fair amount of money here. I think that was a mistake. I think that was a pretty terrible mistake, and some of these other players are on far too much money, but it's too late now. We're going to have to try and do good things with what we've got. So let's go and play our first game of the season against Birmingham. So team, we've got Beckley, Pinnock and Povey. So two new boys. Neither of them look outstanding. Who can lead the line? McLaughlin on the left, Paprell on the right, Knock and Washburn in the centre. Again, not 100% sure about that. Hill, Kizzy, Smith and Metcalf across the back line. Quite happy with my back line. Yeah, and Vidal in goal. Tactic is the same as what we had previously. We'll adapt it as we go. My hope is we can get this team playing and doing as well as we were last season. We've got Vidal though, sweeper keeper role. Come on, let's see if we can beat Birmingham. This would be a really, really solid start if we could. We just need some goals. We need to be better in front of goal. So we've started off. No idea quite how this is going to work out. We've got a much better possession, and here we've got a free kick that's come in, and Beckley Pinnock at the far post, the ball just came straight through to him. There was nobody there at all, no one marking him. That was the most dreadful bit of play from Birmingham. Metcalf with a pretty rubbish corner, goalkeeper missed it, straight into Beckley Pinnock, and we will take that gift early doors. Here's McLaughlin, he's chipping it in. Kizzy, just wide now. He is a bit of a beast in the air as far as I remember. Well, we've done well, 1-0. Not created a vast amount, but we've done enough. We're one goal ahead of Birmingham. I think they're going to be a strong side in the league. I do want to look actually at how we're expected to finish this season. I don't think we're expected to do well last season. I don't think we're expected to do particularly well this season, but happy with the start. 1-0. Can we hold on? Can we do what we weren't really doing last season? Actually have two good halves that look solid at the back. The players at the back now look really good. I'm happy with a back line. Not so happy with what's in front of them, but let's just see. Maybe they will come good. Well, Hill on this side. McLaughlin fires it in, and the goalkeeper, what is he doing? That is the worst goalkeeper I've ever seen. Hawker, yeah. He's hawking something. I mean, what is this goalkeeping? He's completely at fault for the first one, and there is no way that he shouldn't have picked that up. What was he trying to do? Tackle his own defenders? I do not know. Well, they're claiming offside. It wasn't offside. It was just really bad goalkeeping, and well done, Povey, with the getting his head in front of him. Well, solid opening match, I have to say. 2-0, goal in each half. The two new strikers, both of them score. Great performance by McLaughlin on the left, getting an assist. Metcalf with the other assist. Backline looks solid. Vidal looks great. And the players I was a little worried about, those midfield two, in Knock and Washburn, both of them performed really, really nicely. So I think overall, I don't think I could ask too much more against a side that I think is going to be up there, Birmingham City. So it puts us up to 7th in the league. We've got QPR in the league, which is a bit of a challenge. Birmingham, down now in 19th. I think that will be a very, very good result. You can see Wimbledon took a bit of a thrashing against MK Dons. I mean, oh yes, that's always a bit of a disastrous match, isn't it? Just so much hate in that match. Not necessarily the way that you want the result to go either. Let's go and have a little look at the league table, just see where we are expected to finish. Season preview says that we are going to finish 14th. So yeah, I think we do need to do a little bit more with players up front. Clearly Reading, QPR, Birmingham expected to finish 4th, and we comfortably beat them there. Millwall, some really, really good sides in this league. So we're gonna have it all to do really well in this league. Just notice we've actually got this player on his way in potentially who looks okay. Another player who can play in this kind of position or either side or up top, but he's actually got a bit better finishing. Looks a better all-round prospect. So I forgot about him coming in, but really happy actually. Here he is. He's joined us until the end of the season. Really happy with that one. He's a 3.5 star currently, going to be a 5-starer, I think, by the end of it, certainly for our level. So yet another player joins us. I don't think we're paying an awful lot there, just £800 per week. That's fine. Anyway, folks, I hope you have enjoyed this. It's a good start to everything. We are going to go forward and see how we get on. We might come back, I don't know, come back for the away game against Wigan, something like that. Feels about right, maybe a bit further on. I mean, we could come back for a game against our old foes, AFC Wimbledon, but not foes, our old team. But I'm excited by that. I just feel we need a little bit more quality in this side, and I think if we get that, and maybe what the player we just signed might be that, but if we get the needed quality, we could have a really good side in our hands, I think. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, if you've enjoyed that, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.